Lady of the Faucet, just get it.
It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. Got my call from the R2R. Farmers going up, Brody, check the chart. In the loops, buying all these plots. Thomas G and Mike got the chat on lock. With a drip and pause. Got these dogs and pigeons from me, I'm ready to score. Got me a bag of the rich and hard, I think I need more. Group got me in the wave, now I'm swimming the shore. Now I'm up to the core. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches.
All right. Welcome to R2R live stream number 72. Number 72. It feels good. Happy Friday. It's just not a regular Friday. Happy Black Friday to everybody out there the day after Thanksgiving, where people raid the stores for Black Friday deals, Black Friday specials. You get your 50% off. Hey, even TradingView right now is trying to hit me with the 70% off Black Friday. But I don't use charts like that, bro. You can give me 99% off with TradingView offers. I'm just not a chart guy like that, to be 100% honest with you. But you can go out there and buy a TV for 75% off. You can buy, PS5s. You can do all kinds of things. This is the day to shop. And then you got Cyber Monday. But not on Pulsechain. Not on Pulsechain. There is no Black Friday deals going on Pulsechain. There may be a little bit of slight pullbacks. You're not going to get a deal on Pulsechain. If you want to get a good Black Friday special, you might want to go to Solana, find one of your celebrity meme tokens that rugged, or one of your meme tokens that's not doing well. You can probably find a Black Friday special there. You can go to a lot of other places, and there's some Black Friday specials, but not on Pulsechain Network. The hype is so big. The hype is so real. But remember, if you're on YouTube, pound the like button, drop a comment, post notification, subscribe. And if you're on X, because we're dual streaming, you got to follow me on X, all right? You got to like the video, like the tweet, retweet it, get all your hashtags that are Pulsechain related, X related, all that good stuff, pDAI, all the big narratives. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Let's jump into the comments. We never want to forget about the people in the comments. I think the other day I just jumped right in. What's going on, Shrey OX? It's R2R, Rector Riches, LFG. I was just talking to him in Telegram a minute ago. I always hit up the peeps. I got to figure out, what are you doing today, dog? Like, what's on your mind? Because it's not like I'm going to be able to text message my best friends from high school, cousins, relatives, anybody I know in the real world, and ask them or even express the excitement that I have for investments. You got to reach out to the people that are on your team, on your side, in your Telegram groups, your network of relationships. There's a Macho. He's one of them. You want some feet pics? Hit the dude up. He's got some beautiful toes. I'll tell you that. What's going on? Willie B. Long 33 gang. What's up? Great stream with Goo God. Shout out to Goo God. We're going to mention his token too as well. No Black Friday specials for Anki. I'll tell you that right now. Or Alien. Across the board. What's going on? G-Flow. Don't mind if I call you G-Flow. Don't want to butcher the name. Yeah, dog. Let's go, EHEX. Well, we're going to talk about EHEX. Right? I've been talking about EHEX back when I was doing the car videos early on in 2024, and I was talking about EHEX has to reach a parity with pHEX. People said I was crazy. Now I've seen it out there. I think even Sami thinks it might happen, right? But to be honest with Sami, he's pretty late. No disrespect. You got to admit, that guy's killing it with the engagement. Pure entertainment right there, man. You want to see something funny and really get hype around the chain. Sami's the man. DGens run the Pulsechain LFG for real. Let's see. Going down the chat here. Richard Hart lit Richard Hart came through early with our gains. Right. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And it ain't even December. Yeah. Look at Gari Network once, buddy. We'll take a look. Let's cover the things. Up a 20x on UFO. Damn. Let's go. All right. Let's take a look really quick at Ethereum. And went to 36.49. Now it's down to 3.582. Getting that 70% off Black Friday, our biggest sale ever. Everyone, but just not on Pulsechain. It ain't happening. Let's look into Richard Hart. Right, we were getting close. And now the SAC address on that entry with $645 million plus dollars for 171,080 ETH. So now 4.89%. Now listen, I can step away from the speculation that the sacrifice funds are going to come in. All I ever said is we saw a simulation that it could happen. It happened earlier this year when Ethereum was an all-time high. So what happens if Ethereum 2x's? That could be some fresh capital. So that's why I throw that speculation out there that it could happen. But even if it doesn't, you see what's going on. There's the narratives and the theories are all turning into like reality. And then it's going to be like facts, these pDAI narratives, all that stuff, the collateralization of pDAI using assets like HEX. And we'll take a look at a video shortly here. Pulsechain. Let's look at the price of Pulsechain. Man, Pulse token, bro. 4 zeros and a 7. Now we're about to hop to an 8. And just the way things are going, man, like, look at this. I mean, just the way things are going, I think it's soon enough before we kill that zero. Kill the zero. We take a look into Richard Hart above $3,700. So people are going to be, speculating that money's coming in. They're going to be coming in fresh capital, old capital that left, went to other projects, went to other blockchains coming back. These prices can get wild. They can get wild. And it's really just across the board. There's no Black Friday specials. You ain't getting a special on Pulsex either. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe there's always pullbacks, on the road to WrestleMania, on the road to the top of the food chain, on the road to the top of the peak of the bull market, the Mount Everest peak that we all want to sell on the way there, and at the tippity top, if we can. It would be great. It would be great. Time in the markets, it's hard. But everything in between, when you're in profit to that top and you get gains, who could complain? Who could complain in a moment like that? Pulsex 4 zeros and a 512. Back in February, I remember being at my son's wrestling practice. It was like the first week. And I'm watching him go at it with like these bigger kids. He's moving up in divisions. He's like the Terrence Crawford of wrestling in every sport he goes into. He pound for pound, every division, he's got to go up against kids that are way older than him, right? Kids on his age don't even think on that level. And I was just watching, and I remember seeing the green candles come in when the SAC funds were coming in and buying HEX. And I was like, bro, I'm about to pull you off this mat. Let's go home. And I did sell that top. And I was just, and I go, you know what? Well, the reason why when I started selling when that happened, I just couldn't imagine the markets going up, up, and going into a bull market until these presidential elections came to an end. At the time, it was 2 different candidates, right? I was just like, there's no way. We got to get the one Trump in office. And once we seal that in, we're going crazy. So I'm glad I was able to dish out of that pump and wait to buy these dips, because it happened. But hey, we got a bullish administration for crypto across the board. I heard the SEC is no longer going to even be overseeing crypto. It's going to be another organization. I forget the name of it. It starts with the C. Man, I forget. Forgive me. Right? UFO. Hey. Hey. PTGC all over again. So if you feel a certain way about going into PTGC, although I honestly think, listen, hey, listen, I'm not a financial advisor, for damn sure not a professional with cryptocurrency. You got to do your own research. It's not late for PTGC. You know, the rocket fuel is just getting started, and the engines are starting to everything's revving up. But people look at market caps and look at where it was at the lows. Okay, I understand. So if that's how you feel, then UFO, that's where I'm at. You know, I've been in PTGC for a long time, so it's easy for me to say, hey, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going because I believe it will, especially since its greatest performance, its grand finale show is going to be after SAC prices. Not as great. Well, it'll lead into the grand finale because fireworks are going to start getting lit once Pulse and PulseX are SAC. Hex, imagine Hex at 10 cents, sacrifice prices 2 to 3x, you know, Inc. all-time highs. You're leveraging the entire ecosystem with UFO, X multipliers. pDAI hit the dollar, it'll go crazy. But you're not getting a Black Friday special. You're not getting it. You're not getting it here. We have been slowly, gradually going up. And this is when Pulse and PulseX are going up and pulling back. Like, we just started getting a lot of hype with this pDAI on the rise, right? No Black Friday special there. Now, a lot of you are like, the pDAI chart's messed up. Well, as you see, it's listed wrap Pulse, but all you got to do is go to the chart and invert the pair, and it ain't going to show up in the price point here, but the price will show up on the actual chart, right? A little bit under 3 cents. Look, it hit up, had a pullback. That's the small one. It's been doing this. Boom, takes off. Boom, takes off. Will we continue to see that? Hey, take a breather, brother. Take a breather. Maybe this is your Black Friday special right there. It trades sideways for a bit, or just an itty bitty dip, right? If it's going to $1, that's a lot of profits, if you believe that. But while we're on the subject, right? While we're on the subject, and we do this every time I live stream for a reason, because you know, a lot of the times I look at how much money I'm up with pDAI, right? And then I go, how many times has Richard Hart said, like, you sold your future? How many times does he have to call people losers for fumbling the bag, right? And how holding these assets is just much better than making these trades that feel good in the moment, right? So if you have pDAI like me, right, and you're mega up, because I was buying it back July and heading into August of 2023. Now, when B Roots and Ian started talking about it, I had been in it, but if they had not talked about it, right, and brought the eyes and attention, I would have had doubt, man. But their conviction, where I felt like I almost was at, like, in the belief, because I was more in disbelief with the information I was seeing on chain versus like a hardcore, like this is going to happen. So I am so grateful that B Roots and Ian started talking about that, because I was like, okay, there's like-minded people, and this is just not a crazy thought. I wasn't crazy, you know, buying these tokens. Which B Roots blocked me. I think it's because I follow Soda, but hey, man, I follow Soda because I like this charts. You know, I think that's why I've never said anything about B Roots. But let's take a look and where I draw strength from outside of the people like B Roots and Ian. And there was a few other people, but they were really, you know, riding the coattails of those two gentlemen. Let's be honest. They're still struggling trying to get viewers. Well, they have taken off because they brought so many narratives to life. Teddy Bear, all kinds of stuff, very early. So shout out to them. But outside of that, Richard Hart had already been saying for years, if you were just listening and reading between the lines. So let's take a listen here. Just listen in. Let's tune in. All right.
Oh, this is a funny question that actually has fucking thought in it. I like it. What do you think about forking Maker down using Hex as collateral instead of ETH, since Hex is less prone to flash crashes, meaning less liquidation? I'm intrigued, sir. I'm intrigued. That sounds cool. That does sound cool. I'd like to check the state of the art and see if there's some better systems out there, which I hear there are some better stablecoin systems. But I mean, there's so much shit to do. It's like, yes, I will keep that in my mind. It's already on a list, the whole stablecoin thing. But
Hey man, you heard him. You heard him. It years ago. That clip is from years ago. It had already been on the list, in the works, discussed about years ago. Or you know how many years ago that footage is from? A long time ago, bro. Maybe like 3, 4 years, something ridiculous like that, right? Something ridiculous like that. It's been a while, and I don't think most people understand like how long this has been talked about. So that's why I watch content like that. I'm posting. I haven't even posted the morning video that I'm doing every day. I want people follow me on X to go to my Twitter and see these Richard Hart clips and go, hey, okay, you know what? I feel that one. Maybe I don't want to get rid of my Hex. Maybe I don't want to get rid of Pulse. Like this guy has been, like he sees everything ahead of time. He calls everything ahead of time. And sometimes we draw away from that and we go into all these other ecosystems because we don't have the man, the myth, the legend, Richard Hart doing live streams, but it's all there. So many good practices and good calls and just the experience that he brought to the table, the knowledge that he brings, it dwarfs any other founder in the space. Now, I know a lot of people love Jack Levin. No disrespect to him, but Jack's not on that level. You know, first principles, all that other stuff. Like, I got caught up in first principles, and then I remember watching an RH clip where he's like, the only thing people care about is speculation and price go up. That's it. And it's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. So I watch those things just to remember, man. Hey, where's your Black Friday special at, guys? Can I find? Is this a good Black Friday special for you? This itty bitty dip right here. Is this good enough for you? Maybe it is a Black Friday special because that's going to $1. Is that what's going to happen? What are your price predictions? What are your price predictions? Let me know in the comments. It's good time. It's go time. 1 in the ink. 1 in the ink and 2 in the tink. Oh, man. I got none of the tink now. I don't mess with that dude no more. Itty bitty dip committee. Itty bitty dip committee. Right? You know what? Right now, if you're looking for a special, you know, the itty bitty dip committee right here, that's good because listen, man, Heck's going to do numbers, but the one that's going to do numbers we talked about, especially when you measure it from the bottom, because how wrecked it got. Pulsex and eHex were the plays. I've been shouting at the top of mountains, hills, roofs, all alone for a while. But I've been telling my people in R2R, hey man, I'm getting eHex. It's going to Parity. I've been sounding crazy with a lot of the stuff I've been saying for a while, right? And it doesn't sound too crazy anymore. I'm seeing it all over Twitter now. We going to Parity, right? It ain't that far. Shoot, 2x, it's double the price. Or a 10x from here, it's double the price of where pHex is. So you just need, what, a 5x to match? Hey, let me make sure the math is right there. A 5x, hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's getting closer and closer. And I've always said, when those two bad boys meet Parity, it's go time. That's when you're going to see. And listen, I love the core RH tokens. I'm a big holder. Bam, Parity. See you later. They will move together. All right? They shall move together. Lido Finance said they will be open. They will be on Pulsechain soon. PST ETH. Ooh. Hey. Hey. I mean, I don't know where I can find you a good deal. PTGC, you just not. It's just not a gift for today. You might have to go to Walmart, Target. Maybe there's some other protocols out there that are not doing too well. I mean, listen, man, if you are not like full blown enjoying profits today, like you're on some chain that's not doing anything, you're in some protocol or token that's just like, you know, like you may have to reevaluate your entire life right now. You may have to reevaluate your entire situation. And you can't fade RH. You know, I've always stuck around the ecosystem, but I extracted value to go elsewhere, and I'm bringing it home. I'm home. I'm bringing the boys home. I'm bringing the boys home. And now I'm feeling mad gains. Now it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas, right? None of this, we got this coming out, and this is going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, all this things and protocols, and we're doing this, and this is going to happen next. Like, I don't need none of that in my life. What I need is the bull market and ETH, you know, Bitcoin, the traditional markets of crypto are going up. And when your assets don't go up while everything else is going up, there might be a problem. Okay. There might be a problem. If Pulsechain is not going up while Ethereum is starting to pop off and Bitcoin, which it did, then I would have to go, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What in the world? Like, just step back, get out of the cult mentality and go, something's not right here. Solana's going up, Litecoin's going up, Tron's going up. Why are my bags not going up? Why are we teeter-tottering between up and down? Right now, things are going up and to the right, rather quick or slowly, right? It's a marathon. But when you just got to look at the bigger picture, man. It's painted out there right now. So glad you're bringing back everyone to Pulsechain. We're about to be so rich this cycle, right? Man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now. PTGC. All right. Let's hop down to, and we can't forget GuGod. GuGod's got a couple tokens we're going to look at right now. You ain't getting the special there either. Wrap Bitcoin. I like this, man. 154,000 tokens. Like, what? Look at this. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, man. Right? Free copies. Free copies. Oh, $2,115 wrap Bitcoin. $1.6 million in liquidity. $326 million market cap. Look how many coins we just went through in the Pulsechain ecosystem. Hop over to anywhere else that has a ton in on their chain, a ton in their protocol, whatever it is, and you're not seeing stuff like this, you might want to question. I question everything. So, you know, making so much on Wrap Bitcoin, right? I mean, this is unbelievable. Man, Wrap Bitcoin from downtown, he's on fire. Oh man. I cannot man, that game. I cannot, it brings back memories. It's so funny. Oh man. Shoot, even PZ, the Forever Down token, I've been seeing it go up 20%, 30%, 50%, 100%. The entire ecosystem is just going on. Now, we talked about this the other day, right? Talked about it the other day when it was at $30. $30. I got some comments where people are like, Shmeh, like, you know how people get all hateful or just don't like other tokens. I was like, hey man, we just doubled up. I got the bottom, $11, $12. It's 30. I think it's gonna move with the RH ecosystems because it got some benevolent whale that believes in the entire ecosystem. It's making sense. Things are adding up. Bada bing, bada boom. Fast forward today, $39. What was that, 42? Hey, here you want Black Friday special. Got almost a 5% dip in 1 hour. Maybe that's it for you. Now let's go to Goo God stuff. Goo God. Good God. Look at that. Look at that. That's Goo God right there because it gives you a good God. Look at that price. And all he really is doing is, he took his own money, made all these LP pools for his token, build around PTGC with Alien, came out with Enki, earning reflection rewards and Wrap Bitcoin, for example. That's a community builder right there. That is a community builder right there. What's with the Pulsechain bridge not working? I used it earlier, bro. I used it 4 times this morning. So maybe it's not working right now. I'm not sure. But the reward system right here, let's pull up the Inky website. Let's see what's going on with the rewards today. I know they're going to fix it, right? So these numbers are not accurate. But damn, it's already paid 13.9 Wrap Bitcoin to total rewards to its users. 691,000 pDAI, 97,000. See, the value's not correct there, but the numbers are. This token right here, and I got in because people were just going crazy on the chat during the PTGC interview. And I was like, I got to get in. And then I found out, it was Goo Gods. I was like, oh, man. His Alien token, too. Look at those charts, bro. Just a whole, you get involved. You like Goo God. You like the idea. You like the support around PTGC. You like the alien technology and all the narratives. And then you hold it and you enjoy this. And then you could just keep enjoying it by just holding. And his tokens are moving up with the Pulsechain ecosystem, right? That's what they're doing. They're giving you gains. What more do you want in life? You're not like a part of this ecosystem where you're like trying to, bond to PTGC, for example, and then PTGC is doing well and you're going down, is moving with it. Pulsechain is proving Hart's law that's in effect across the board to be working. Bonded liquidity. I'm not going to bring up names. I'm just going to bring up scenarios. There are scenarios out there that we're witnessing right now where Hart's law is being applied and it's failing. Why? I'll explain to you why, okay? Without naming the token, without saying anything beyond that. It's because Hart's law is applying to, for example, like a layer 1 token like Ethereum. Everything is originally bonded to Bitcoin. Now we have this major ecosystem where all these tokens are bonded to Ethereum. Pulsechain is a fork, so it is a gas token. So when you're using these gas tokens, because you pay fees in Bitcoin on the blockchain network, you pay fees in ETH and fees in Pulse, Hart's law would be applied to tokens of that magnitude. Now, when you build a token on a layer 1 or a layer 2, and it's not the initial gas token, and you want to bond everything as if it was Hart's law, those are starting to surface that they're failing. And I will warn you out there so you can research on your own and take a look. They're actually failing. It's not working. Hart's law will apply to the initial gas token on a network, and that will be always the factor if you want to move up in these markets with a bonded liquidity. For example, if you're on Pulsechain, you got to be heavily bonded with Pulse. And then you can make ecosystems to your core token, like PTGC is heavily bonded with Pulse. And then it could bond with other tokens, and then we'll all go up with Hart's Law because the main point of the Hart's Law bonded token is Pulse. If you want to do that, mimic that on Ethereum, everything has to be heavily bonded to Ethereum on such a large magnitude, and everything, and it would have to be the actual gas token of the network too, because of how they move and how people actually invest in them. You go outside of that, these experiments are surfacing that they're not going to work. And I saw that early on. So you'll see a lot of that out there. So yeah, there is no Black Friday specials. But I will be taking a look because of GuGod, respect for GuGod, his Alien X token. I grabbed some yesterday. I had talked about him with it on stream. So I'll get it. I'll get it. So I got it. Right. I got some of it. And we'll see what happens. Right. We'll see what happens. He uses the Build on Tech company, which is the Morpheus team that used them. This is Brandon R2R, Rag to Riches' company. So I'm gonna roll with it. We'll see what happens. But hey, man, did we get a nice little dip on UFO? Am I seeing that live? Yeah, we did. Yeah, there's your Black Friday. Let's see how quick this recovers, right? And the good thing is, up or down, as it goes, gradually goes up. It has these dips. You're earning on the volume. You're earning on the volume of trades constantly. Reflections. You gotta love it, man. Let's see. Gary, what's this guy said? Gari Network. I guess he forgot. I'll pull up CoinMarketCap in a minute. We'll take a look at Gary just for you. Give me a minute. We're on Pulsechain. All right, we'll look. We'll get there. If the bridge isn't working, just change now, SparkSwap or Rubik. There you go. Good thing about Alien X is that the bridge over to Pulsechain as well is that it bridged over to Pulsechain as well. Hey, there you go. I might as well just get it off of Ethereum, bridge it to Pulsechain, because Hart's law is going to work in full effect over on Pulse. All right, we see it happening. You get simulations in life of what could happen, right? And sometimes in those simulations, they seem like it's going to work. And then you start to see some turbulence, and then you start to see what really might happen. There is no doubt in my mind that Hart's law being applied to Pulsechain, they're working the entire time. And it's showing the proof because people now in a green candle environment are appreciating it, experiencing it, and seeing it, right? So Alien X, I'm going to bridge it over to Pulse. Cheaper fees anyways. So that's a good way to play the Alien X, right? I want to take a look at what pairs it has on Pulsechain. Let me see. Pull it up. Let's see. There you go. There you go. You know, that might be an opportunity, you guys. Look at, for a liquidity provider, there's no LP. People will start talking about it. Volume will kick in. Earn the fees. V2. Pair up some Alien X bridged over from Ethereum with wrapped Pulse. Apply Hart's law in an environment that I know it's working. Right? Alien X was heavily bonded with ETH on Ethereum. Like, cool. That makes sense. But the token that's heavily bonded with on the other side, I'm not comfortable with that. But over here on Pulsechain, I like it. You know, we don't talk about Bruno though. We don't talk about Bruno. Anyways, man, I'm having a lot of fun today. Hopefully some of you guys are getting some in real life. Hopefully you guys are getting some deals. Because imagine showing up to Walmart or doing your online shopping and you're like, why are the prices more expensive than they were yesterday? This is supposed to be Black Friday, bro. This is supposed to be Black Friday. And all the sticker prices are up 20, 30%, 50%, 100% in some cases. When PZ pump. I just showed you, bro. PZ has been pumping. You just may not notice it because it's coming from a long ways down, right? It's coming from a long ways down. So it's hard to see, you know, when something's down here. You know, just yesterday, 2 days ago, went up here, corrected, right? I was telling you, I saw 100%. So it's starting to make movement. The Hart's law is applied here. Bitcoin parity here. The pair with PZ and Pulse it's going to go. Now, where the ultrasound is if we get some damn Jack Levin, hey, X1 auctions are available, then we'll see something good going on. Been providing LP for a long time. Nice try. Thank you. There we go. Cool. So, yeah, we can take a look at, let's take a look at this Gari Network that homie in the chat's talking about. And I apologize, man. Like, I never heard of it. A $6 million market cap. Oh, it's on Solana. I'm not that Solana guy. I'm trying to onboard people from Solana. World's largest Web3 audio and video live streaming platform. $6 million market cap. All the big exchanges. Go back and look at the price. Take a look at the supply. Supply is pretty low. I don't know if it's being mined or staked or what the thing is, Let's see where it's been. Where has it been? How long has it been? It's been around for a while. Wow. It's been around for a while, man. And am I looking at the right chart? Damn. Tell me I'm looking at the right thing with this Gari Network. Yeah, I don't know. 99% down all time? Let's see in the past 7 days where it's at. Only down 0.48. I mean, it's always good to buy tokens when they're down, right? But this doesn't look to have any life in it right now as far as, let's take a look at the volume that's happening on chain. $72,000 volume, 24 hours on Kraken. $75,000 volume on KuCoin. That's not a lot of volume for being on these big exchanges, which is a huge accomplishment. But yeah, on Radium, 15K. Unless something happens that's mega, it doesn't look like anyone's excited about it to even trade it. I don't know, man. Gari Network, to me, just from looking at it, I'm going with RH, bro. Of these streaming, like, look at it this way. Video streaming. Did you know that Elon Musk is about to launch a competitive, like, streaming platform where you can upload videos and live stream? We're already seeing a glimpse of it. You're watching this on X right now to compete with YouTube. So when he presents that full blown and it starts to compete with YouTube, he will probably extract so much value from YouTube. And anyone that's trying to compete with YouTube now, which a video live stream platform is a YouTube competitor, he could potentially squash YouTube. So what do you think will happen to Gari if I'm even looking at the right token? So that's how I look at it. And I don't want to, FUD your bag, but respectfully, I don't like it. I'll stick to Elon's platform and X. So about 38 minutes, guys. It's Black Friday. Everyone's home. It's time to spend time with the family. We'll be back Monday next week, 9:30 a.m. PST. We got a Crypto Talk number 10 is going to go down next week as well. Some high risk, high reward platform I'm going to talk about with the team. So fair warning ahead of time. I'm not doing any of that stuff right now, but I'm going to give them the platform to talk about it. But I will grill. I'm going to cook the burger, bro. We're going to bring them to the grill, to the chopping block, because you really got to bring the heat right now. If you want to do like a DAP, for me personally, I'm like, all right, this better be worth it. But if it ain't, I'm just going to tell them, it ain't my cup of tea, bro. It ain't my cup of tea. So we'll see what they have in store for us. But don't forget, Crypto Pride, happy Black Friday. Let's see. You got Alien X on ETH, or fine, it's just get it on Pulsechain. I bought it on ETH. I'm going to bridge it over to Pulsechain. That's what I'm going to do. Now that I know that that's a thing. So don't forget to pound the like button, drop a comment. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.
Lady of the faucets, let's get it. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches. Got my call from the R2R. Farmers going up, Brody, check the chart. In the loot, buying all these plots. Thomas G and Mike got the chat on lock. Wanna drip and pause. Got these dogs and pigeons, farm me, I'm ready to score. Got me a bag of the rich and hard, I think I need more. Group got me in a wave, now I'm swimming the shore. I'm up to the core. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches.